now, each and every single body, man. I'm your host, Lambo Drew, and you are now tuned in to another edition of Man of the Leverage Show. Thank you, each and every single one of y'all, each and every single week for tapping in and tuning in, man, to one of the hottest Tuesday nights that we got out here. Give me another program that's hotter than this on Tuesday night. I'll go ahead and put my paycheck on it. Don't worry about it, man. Y'all are tapped into the best, and especially we got another hot one tonight. So everyone want to go ahead and tap in. Make sure you guys are sharing this video, man. Get it out there. Send it to somebody out there who definitely needs it, or somebody who just definitely needs to hear an awesome message and hear somebody, man, like Miss Foy when she comes on the broadcast, man. Definitely, you guys want to go ahead and tap in. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Hopefully, everybody has had an amazing week. You guys are out here killing it, crushing it this week, and you guys have had an amazing weekend. Listen, we want to make sure that you guys are on the right foot tonight and in the building tonight. So make sure you guys hit that share button. Make sure you guys are tapping in because we're going to go in and go deep again tonight, man, like we do every Tuesday night, right? And I'm definitely, man, ecstatic for each and every single one of the guests, man, from last week, the week before, all the previous weeks have been none short of amazing. So thank y'all for each and every single week. And then y'all making those videos go viral. It's because of y'all, man, that they get out there in the YouTube space and this little video platform get picked up and seen by thousands. So shout out to you guys who are out there making these moves happen. I thank y'all. I couldn't thank y'all enough. For real. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys, man. So definitely want to go ahead, man, and shout you guys out on that. Before we go ahead and get into the chats, man, I do and everything, man, have a announcement. And for those who have actually reached out this entire week, I really want to thank you guys. For those who didn't know, man, I actually lost my uncle this past week in New Orleans, man. So definitely, man, a big shout out and everything, man, to my family. Thank you guys for you guys getting out here, man, and touching Lambo Drew's heart, man, with all your heartfelt messages, all your texts, and all of everything else, man. Everybody else, man, for people who's been out here, man, really showing love. So definitely, I'll be traveling back to New Orleans, man, in another couple days, man, to go be with the fam and everything, man, and actually go ahead and have the right send-off. So thank each and every single one of you guys, man, for your presence. For those who didn't know, man, thank you for your future present, continued prayers, man, and support throughout this entire time, man, especially with the Johnson and the Jacobs family. So thank you guys, man. I love you guys, man. For those and everything, man, who are down there, man, if y'all in the city, man, I'm going to be grabbing y'all next while I'm down there. Hug somebody, man. Tell somebody that you love them, man, today. Don't go ahead and don't wait to it. I'm trying to tell you guys right now, don't say, hey, I'm going to wait till tomorrow. There is no tomorrow for some people. And some people need to know that, man. There is no tomorrow for some people. Why not put off what you can do today, man? Pick that phone up, man. Call somebody, let somebody know, man, like, hey, man, you mean the world to me. I just want to show you some love. Or, hey, somebody who's out there, man, you guys are saying, man, listen, I don't know, how long I got here or how long the clock is, man. Make sure you guys get it right with somebody out there, man. For somebody and everything, man, you probably have fell out with, or you probably said, man, look, I really need to make amends. Go on ahead and reach out to that person. Get it right, man, before it's too late. Because the last thing you want to do, man, in this lifetime or for the rest of your life is to be wondering and everything, man, of the decision that you should have made and could have made to make things a lot more easier and better for whatever party or the situation, man, that you guys have. Again, man, thank you guys, each and every single one of y'all. Already see the comments, man, in here, man. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Really heartfelt, man. So definitely keep me and our family in prayers. But we're going to do what we do best in New Orleans when we get down there in the city, baby. You heard me? Y'all know what time it is, man. We're going to have a good time. We're going to get down with the people, man, and we're going to enjoy it. I'm going to make sure I eat some good food when I get down there for y'all. So y'all make sure and everything, man, y'all tap in, man, real big, for real. So, again, man, that's what's been on Lambo Drew's mind. For those and everything, man, who reached out to me, said, Lambo Drew, man, how's your week been, man? What's been going on? You quiet on me or whatever. Been going on ahead and playing on my mental to making sure, man, that we arrange and get the family going right. So, again, shout out to my Uncle Curtis, to my guy who used to go ahead and walk me to the bus stop as a kid. Like, for those who don't know, in the South, like, that's a major thing, man. When you're in New Orleans, your uncle was walking you to the bus stop, especially out there, playing out there in those parts, man, like that. So shout out to, gonna miss all the jokes, gonna miss all the fun, good things, gonna miss all the fun times, man, and just all all the positive, man, that my uncle and everything, man, meant for me and meant for the family. I was always his one. He always used to say, hey, you're going to be my eyes and ears, Andrew. Come on, come on. And my uncle would go ahead, man, and take me to a lot of different places, man. Go cut grass with him. Most of y'all don't even know this. Go hustle cans. Who know about collecting cans and hustling cans? I was the one and everything, man, in there with my uncle in New Orleans in the South, out there hustling cans, man. And we would have cans in the back of his pickup truck, man. I'm talking about look like by the tens of thousands. And we'll go ahead and take it to the scrap yard, man, and go ahead, man, and make our little hustle. So my uncle and everything, man, was one of them, man. We did painting jobs together, all these other ins and out jobs together, man, that we possibly could, man. And I literally was his right-hand man coming up, man. So shout out and everything, man, to the Jacobs family. And thank you guys for your support. We're going to send them off the right way. We're going to send them off that New Orleans style. All right, baby? Y'all heard me? Holla at your boy. But look, we're going to go ahead. We're going to tap into the night, man. Wanted to go ahead, man, and really share this with y'all. But, boy, this comments are already lighting up right here, man. Y'all must know Miss Foy is in the building. So, yeah, I can't wait to go ahead and introduce my guest. But let's tap in real quick, man, to these comments. Shout out to you guys. My man, Kennard Haney, is in the building. What's up, Lambo Drew? You and Miss B-Foy knocked this out of the park. Thank you, my guy, Mr. Kennard Haney, man. You know, Lambo Drew gonna do his thing, but Miss Foy just gonna take it to a whole nother level. So y'all make sure y'all going ahead, man, and strap up tight because y'all getting ready to go for a ride tonight, man. Thank you, Ken. Again, I see you out there on the golf course in Murfield, man. Shout out to you. Why you didn't go ahead and give me an invitation though in Murfield? You understand? A brother like me from New Orleans, I golf. I just hold a golf stick. I don't get out there, man, and I swing nothing. I just golf. I hold a golf stick and I see an intruder come, somebody getting ready to catch a 5 to 10 for anybody who know what that is. But listen, shout out to your boy. Get me out here. Get me out here. We're going to make sure we have a good time. LA Law, thank you. Hello, Kennard. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope all is well. Thank you, LA Law, each and every single week. I see you tuning in, tapping in, making sure that you're in the broadcast. Man, LA Law is always showing love each and every single week. Shout out to you, for real, for real. In the building. Tracy Hugie, my guy, in the building. Listen, heartfelt text for you. Thank you, Tracy. Shout out to you. I see you out there, man, doing your thing, man, down in Atlanta this weekend. Shout out to my guy, man, Justin Owens, man, and New Age and the whole crew, man, who is down there. Yeah, my guy Neil was down there too, man, doing some big things, man. Good friends with all of them people, man. Shout out to them and everything, man, for what you guys actually got a chance to enjoy yourselves down in Atlanta at that summer. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for that text. Heartfelt. I'm waiting on that present in the mail. I probably may be on a plane that day, but don't worry about it. I'll make sure I did get that message. Thank you, Trace, man. Love you, brother. My wife is in the building. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Leverage Show. Showing love, man. My queen out here, man, showing support each and every single weekend. My AKA, my executive assistant and director, if you know what I mean. So she got to be on top of it tonight to go ahead and bring this show, man. Thank you for all that you do. Money, shout out to your Money. What it do? Hello, you got this. Hey, you know, we do this every single week, week in and week out. Shout out to you, Sharon. Good evening, everyone, and Drew down. Sharon be the only one. She'll call me Lambo Drew sometime, but 90% of her time is Drew down. So me and Miss Foy was talking and everything, man, at the beginning. She's like, yo, Drew, what they call you besides Lambo Drew? Is it Lambo Drew, Andrew, Drew J, what it is? I say, man, call me everything, man, underneath the sun, man, but not a child of God, baby. Call me everything, baby. You know I'm that, man. All right, so thank you, Sharon, for showing love, man, with the Drew down. You know I'm in the building. Thank you for sharing this. Again, each one of y'all, go ahead and share this broadcast. Please, please, please get it out before we really get tapped in because definitely it's getting ready to go down. My man, Kennard Haney, what's up, LA Law in the Leverage fam? Definitely. Kennard Haney is in the building. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to Kennard Haney's channel. He is definitely bringing out a lot of great content you guys do not want to miss, especially, man, I love seeing his progress. That's my guy. It's Kennard Haney. Come on, man. Got a chance to go ahead and meet with him, man, him and Jamal Titus when I was in Columbus. I got a chance to really enjoy them, man, a week ago, right? I think it was a week ago. So I got a chance to really enjoy them. So thank you, Kennard. My wife is showing the praying hands and love. Thank y'all for your love and support. LA Law, I'm sorry to hear that, Lambo. Thank you, LA Law. Hey, man, shout out to you guys, man. Listen, it's real love on here, man. Thank y'all. That's heartfelt. Sharon showing the love and everything with the Purple Hearts, man. You already know, man. We out here. We soldiers on this battlefield, so we making it happen, man. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you for this. Kennard Haney, I condolences to you and your family, Lambo Drew. Thank you, Kennard, man. Really going ahead, man. It means a lot. For real, y'all. Cynthia Davis is in the building. Good evening, Cynthia. Good evening, family. I have missed this family bonding. Lambo Drew, you have my condolences to you and your family. Thank you, Miss Cynthia Davis, for being in the building, man. I really feel that, man. Definitely those prayers and those thoughts go a long way. Thank you for coming back to the Leverage Show. Oh, Fro, what it do? Hi, how you doing, Fro? Your uncle left a legacy. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, man. Uncle left a legacy, man. So shout out to Uncle, man, for real, man, for what he's done, man, and the trailblazer that he was and everything in our lifetime. We'll never forget that. Legacy always carries on, baby. Remember that. Legacy is legendary. So shout out to him. Next year, Lambo, you meet 3M at Murfield for the Memorial Tournament. Shout out to you guys. Listen, Kennard Haney, I'm going to say something to you live, right here, even on this stream. There was a property that I wanted to purchase right by that particular Murfield area. 6045 St. Boswell. I want you to look it up. 6045 St. Boswell. That's a property for years I really wanted to buy. It's about a 20,000 square foot property. So yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think about that. All right. Natalie Bradley, shout out to you, Natalie Bradley. Thank you for joining the Leverage Show. Hello from East Texas. I know this is definitely Miss Foy's people in the building. Thank you for tapping in, man. Miss Foy is definitely bringing the people out. What's up, Miss Johnson? Mr. Kennard Haney showing love and everything, man, to my wifey, man, up in the building. Thank you for that. Tanisha Warden saying Team Foy is in the building. Boy, now, come on deep, Miss Foy. You know, I see y'all in here representing, man. You know what time it is, man. My guy Larry is in the building. What's up, Larry, baby, man? What up, Lambo and family? Prayers for you and yours, man. Thank you, Larry, man, for everything, man, that you do, man. For real, your family, man. I love you guys. For real. We tap in real big out here, man. So thank you, Big Larry. You know we're going to tap in even more. My baby said, you still want that property. She know I still do. I'm still going after that property. I don't know when, but she know what I do, man. If you get it, 6045 St. Boswell, in Murfield, Ohio, man. Trust me, man. Beautiful property. Look it up when you get a chance. All right. Hello, Kennard Haney, my wife showing love and everything, man. Again, thank each and every single one of you guys, man, for again. Now, we can't go on ahead and go any further. You guys have lit up the comments. Now, we getting ready to go ahead and have the star of the show light it up for y'all, for real. Listen, this is somebody, man, who was brought to me, man, from a great mutual friend of mine's. And both mutual friend of me and hers. And was like, yo, Lambo, I think this somebody would be dope to really go on ahead, man, and bring him to the Leverage Show. So I said, yo, who in the world and everything is this? So weeks ago, we turned around, man. They say, well, look, I want you to go ahead and check somebody out. And I say, man, all right, cool. I check him out. I see what's going on. And literally, man, I went out and seen who Miss Rachel B-Foy was and went to looking at all of her old interviews and went looking at her posts. I was like, who the heck is this lady? How did I miss this lady and stuff like that? And sometimes, man, we got gems that we just knowing people who need to be connected with one another for some reason in life, literally their paths will cross. That's just the divine destiny and how the way God ordains things. But to hear her story and to hear exactly of her being into a pitfall in life at one point of her life and losing and everything, man, somebody was very important into her life. And then being able to pivot and rebound back from that to having everything a triumphant life has been like one of the greatest testimonies that I have ever heard of, especially somebody coming to this channel. I'm ecstatic about her to sit back in here and look at all of her information and look at some of her books. She got a book called I Quit. Literally, y'all really got to go ahead and really tap into this broadcast, because so for me to have an author when they come to the show and when they see all of this great stuff and I watch them go through and I be a fan of them, newly fans, some of you guys who are out here who are already in the comments, y'all know Miss Foy, y'all been rocking with Miss Foy for some time. But from when I posted the post and for when I got the reaction for some of my good friends who came back and was just like, yo, you know her? I'm like, yo, we just connected. They've been rocking with her for quite some time. So thank you, Ms. Foy, for being a voice of reason, but also a pillar of faith and moving people into the right direction. So we welcome to the Leverage Show, and y'all make her feel welcome, Miss Rachel B. Foy. Hey, Miss Foy, how are you?
I'm doing great. Listen, after that introduction, I don't know if I should dance, if I'm supposed to sing. I'm like, come on. Come
Hey,
on.
hey, Miss
Yes.
Foy, you came here to have a great time. I told you before, this
Yes.
is your show. Let's go down and let's go all the way up, baby. Let's take them up. And for anybody who is actually out there and have been in a situation and trials and tribulations and some of the hard patches in life, man, that they didn't seem that they can get out
Hmm.
of. Tonight, I want you to go on ahead and just share
Yeah.
what you've been sharing to everybody else in the masses out here. So, welcome to the show, Miss Foy.
Thank you, Lambo Drew. I appreciate it. I'm excited about tonight. Love the opportunity to say, hey guys, to your audience. Hello to everyone that's here. So I'm looking for something great to happen tonight. Someone to have a transformation and a breakthrough tonight.
Awesome. Well, your fans, they are in here. Your people is in here. Your squad is in here. They all showing love. So we is definitely getting ready to rock out tonight, man. For real, for real.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we
Yeah.
are not getting ready to go ahead and delay this. Miss Ford,
Okay.
I literally want you to go on ahead and tell the people about who this wonderful woman who God has blessed and gave a wonderful platform and a voice to many and being a coach and in the
Mm.
ears to many out there. How did you start your journey? Let us know. Take us all the way back, Miss Foy.
So I'll take you first all the way back to East Texas. Okay. So growing up, I write in my book that I was grateful that I did not mute my loquacious voice. So in school, I'm the talker, like getting straight A's, but on conduct, it's like E, but in comments, she talks a lot, and so always been a talker. Always been a talker. Ask my brothers, ask my family, ask anybody, always been a talker. But I didn't know that the trials that I would later face in life, that up until that point, I had literally been preparing. And what I mean by preparing is even in school, whether I was in junior high or high school, there were always trials, which is why young girls and women are so near and dear to my heart. So working through, there were times in junior high when I was bullied. I was severely bullied, and I had to find my voice and my confidence to speak up for myself. And so I share that with my own daughters now. There were also times when I was in high school and didn't always feel like I fit in. And I love Dr. Seuss's saying when he was like, why fit in when you were made to stand out? So,
Mm,
of course,
mm,
of
mm,
course, when you're young, you don't understand that. But unbeknownst to me, those nuggets, God was planting the seeds then. He was preparing me, unbeknownst to me, to what I would face later in my life. So, fast
mm.
forward, I leave home, I go to college, and I went to a junior college first. And so I always say, like, the first year, the first semester, I was really, really nervous. I was homesick. And then I met the girls down the hall, and they know who they are. So I met the girls down the hall. And to this day, we have been rocking for 20 plus years. So made those friendships, that sisterhood, that connection, because I'm the only girl of four siblings. So there's four of us. I'm the oldest and only girl, and I grew up with three brothers. So I have the girly, but I also have the rough and tough because I grew up with boys. So have those friendships, have those relationships, move forward, graduate college, and get married. And so my husband and I, we get married. And as I like to say, we are living the dream. We're married, we're trying to make moves, we have a house. Like, according to us, we're doing everything according to plan. And
Mm,
what I've learned is you have to be prepared for the turns in life. That there are some things that happen to you that literally blindside you. And so from me, we found out after we had been married a year, we found out that I was pregnant. And so I talk more about it in the book, but we found out that we were pregnant. And I'm not gonna lie, I was super nervous. So I'm nervous. I'm like, oh, I was planning on I wasn't gonna get married till I was 30. I got married at like 26, 27. I was gonna have a baby for at least 31, 32. We had only been married a year, pregnant. And so none of my plan, okay, was happening. So throw the plan out the window, find out we're pregnant, get over the nervousness. We're excited. And like I said, I go in more depth in the book, but to fast forward, we didn't know I had developed preeclampsia. And so for those who don't know, it's a medical condition that you can sometimes develop during your pregnancy. And so I end up being on bed rest for like about 2 months in the hospital, can't move, can't do anything. We have my son, and I like to share this part because he came out and he had to go into the NICU for 2 months. And the doctors kept saying, he's never going to get out. Like, you just need to understand that you're looking at 6 months to a year before he gets out, if he ever gets out. And I kept saying, no, he's going to get out. Like, I know he's going to get out. Like, he is going to leave. We're going to take him home. And as God would have it, we were able to take him home. So we got out of the hospital. We took him home. We were there. And I remember, like, it was such a joy to be able to have him. We had a long road to actually deliver him. We had struggles after he was born, but it's like, okay, he's here. Like, finally, we get to settle in and live our life together. Amen. And I had no preparation that one night when his oxygen would go off, that his heart monitor would go off as well. And in a matter of less than 6 hours, my life had forever changed. And my son had died that night. He died in the hospital. And there is nothing in life that can prepare you for that. And so I give the backstory of that because we were young. We were a young married couple who had a plan for our lives, and God said different. And the reason I say God said different is I went through tremendous struggles, needless to say. I went through a very deep depression. Everything I had ever believed about God and about my faith was all shattered, like, to the core. Yeah. I'm like, how can something like this happen to good people? And I remember, I'll tell you this, and I want everybody to listen to this. My mom said something to me that, like, I don't even know if livid is the right word to say. But she didn't know that when she said it, it made me livid and angry, but it actually was exactly what I needed to hear. She said, I know you're hurting, but I have to believe that something good is going to come out of this. And I'm like, what good can come out of my son dying? There is nothing good that can come out of that. So fast forward a few weeks after that, and we're preparing for the funeral. And what I tell you is God brought it back to my memory, what my mom had said, because I kept saying, what good can come out of this, God? Yeah. My dad at the time, God rest his soul, my dad and my uncle had not spoken for over 5 years.
Wow.
After we lost my son, they actually reconnected and was talking until the day my dad passed. There were other people I remember at the funeral that I stood up and I spoke, and I was just like, don't pity us, because God blessed us to be able to have him. And by just those few words, there were women in the audience that came up later and was like, that really impacted me, the strength that you had. And so that, I didn't know, was the beginning of I Quit, because I Quit is all about choice. And when I
Mm.
went through the deep depression, I had to choose joy. I had to choose to live another day. And I had to choose that I quit worrying about what other people are going to say. And I
Mm.
ended up going to therapy and counseling because, in our culture, honey, you
Mm.
go to the altar, you talk to
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
and that's going to be it.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah.
for me, I needed Jesus and therapy. Okay.
Yeah.
I did. I needed both. And I'm an advocate of that because I needed it at that time. I didn't know how to navigate this part of my life. And so in that counseling and in that therapy, she really helped me understand that I had the choice and I had the power. And I decided that I was going to take my power back. So I could
Mm.
either stay where I was and wallow in my self pity and rightfully so be angry forever, or I could choose to shift my perspective and say, the time that I have remaining here on this earth, how can I honor my son? Like, how can I still thrive in this life and not survive? And right now, my son would be 14 years old.
Mm.
So 14 years ago, this I quit journey started that I didn't know that's what it was. But fast forward to the last 4 years and the entire momentum of I quit. But the truth is, it began the day that I lost my son because I went through a journey of my own and I had to rediscover everything I believed, everything I am, and I had to find what is my voice in this world and through this tragedy. So that's how it started, Limbo.
Wow. Do you just went on ahead and just you not only did you just describe
Jump in.
where a lot of people you just boom, you just mic dropped it and kept going. I love it because most people at that point, when trauma affects their life, they stun
Mm-hmm.
themselves right at the trauma. They stop. They're not going a
Mm-hmm.
step further. They're not doing anything else. But for you to take
Mm-hmm.
that and pivot that and propel you from the loss of what
Mm-hmm.
should have been the happiest time of your life,
Mm-hmm.
and then move and
Mm-hmm.
transition that into saying, you know what, I'm not getting ready to stop here. My voice will be seen to other people. There are going to be other
Mm-hmm.
people who are in this hurt. Some people need to hear that tonight because
Right.
I guarantee you trauma has stopped them in some point of their life. And sometimes it
Yes.
may not even be a physical, it may be spiritually or
Mm-hmm.
mentally or
Mm-hmm.
battling emotionally. And that trauma all stuns us.
Mm-hmm.
But for to see how you pivoted from that, that is such amazing. So you got to tell me this. And I really got to know this. When you went through, because
Okay.
here on the Leverage Show, we teach and we speak on better help and reaching out to therapy
Mm-hmm.
and making sure you guys are connected and plugged in. What was the pivotal point between
Mm-hmm.
talking to the therapist and then saying I'm getting up off the mat at this point? What was that point? What was said? Was there something different that sparked
Mm-hmm.
this?
There, that's a great question. And just, I want to make sure that the audience also understands that for me, even to get to the point of a counselor, like I knew that I needed to go to a counselor therapist, but I didn't go. And I
Mhm.
talk more about it in the book, but there was actually, I had a situation in my life where I was trying to numb the pain. And so I
Mm,
had taken over the counter sleeping pills and I just wanted
mm,
to go to sleep. I just kept thinking, if I can just go to sleep, the pain will stop and I can try this again tomorrow. And
yeah.
so at that moment, I only by the grace of God did I not have an accidental overdose of the over the counter sleeping pills. And so that next day, when my husband and I was talking, we agreed like, you need to go ahead and go to camp. But I had already known for months that I needed to go. I was just concerned about what would people say? What is this going to look like? Like, I'm strong enough to handle this. I should be able to get through this. And the greatest strength was having the vulnerability to say, I can't do this by myself. And I prayed
Mm,
about it. I'm like, God, what am I going to do? And so that's when we found the counselor and I started going to therapy. And while I was in therapy, the part that really helped me understand that I could be a thriver and not just a survivor is that she really helped me unpack instances in my life that I was still carrying trauma. So it was trauma from childhood, it was trauma from adulthood, it was like there were different things that had happened in my life that I hadn't necessarily dealt with. And the
mm,
turning point for me is when she helped me understand that I had not allowed myself to go through the entire grieving process. That I
mm,
stopped when
mm,
whenever I got angry, I stopped. And I stopped and she's like, "Why would you not let yourself get angry?" And I told her, "I've always believed you're not supposed to get angry with God and you're not supposed to question God. So I can't get angry and I can't ask God, why did this happen?" And she was like, "If God is your father, you can ask him. He understands." And that was freeing for me. So I was able to complete the grieving process and I began to heal. But she helped me see that one thought pattern, that one idea, that one seed that I had planted, that had been planted in some kind of way. It had to be uprooted because it was
mm,
literally stunting the rest of my growth, my healing process. And honestly, it was going to leave me stuck right there if I didn't deal with it. So that was really the turning point, is when she helped me to understand you have to go through the grieving process. Like you have to get angry. You can ask God, you can talk to God. And my entire relationship with God, what I believe with Jesus Christ, like it's more solid now after
mm,
having gone through that because I know it wasn't me that I got through
mm,
it. It was because of him that I got through it. So that was really the turning point for me. That was the
mm.
turning point. Mm-hmm.
You are, you have literally just been set free, like, or in or setting free what you just speaking
Yeah.
before. So many people who've been faced with that decision, like, man, I
Mm-hmm.
need to come with the
Mm-hmm.
process of grieving, or there's some people who are in the
Mm-hmm.
process of letting go or moving on, and they
Mm-hmm.
can't. They battle with that. They're trying to
Mm-hmm.
juggle what was and what is,
Yes.
and
Yes.
they're holding it both in their hand, what was and what is,
Mm-hmm.
and not
Mm-hmm.
even understanding that I can't wait to let go of what was and what is to stand for what is and what's gonna be. You have to
That's right.
understand it. You have to let one of it go. And if you don't let it
Mm-hmm.
go, it literally eats away at you like cancer till it
Mm-hmm.
sticks to
Mm-hmm.
you. So I'm so glad that
Yeah.
literally a champion
Yeah.
was born already before that. But in that moment,
Yeah.
that literally the council say, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting ready to awaken this, Miss Rachel. Watch this.
Yeah.
Watch what I do for
Yeah.
your life. And literally, man,
Mm-hmm.
something clicked and it was a gear. I literally there was an episode of Rocky, and I don't know if you remember this or not, like this, but Rocky,
Mm-hmm.
he's in the ring with Apollo and Apollo
Mm-hmm.
Creed and Apollo Creed and everything, man. If anybody remembers that, they're gonna know what I'm talking about. And Apollo
Yeah.
Creed is boxing him. Rocky had lost his vision, he lost his focus, and in that
Mm-hmm.
moment, Apollo's tagging him, and Adrian is sitting on the ring, and he say, "Man, there is no tomorrow. There is
Mm-hmm.
no
Yes.
tomorrow. What's wrong
Yes.
with you? There is no tomorrow." And when you get that in your head, you will understand. You will start making the necessary steps today,
Mm-hmm.
right now, at that moment, to take a
Right
hold
now.
of your life
Mm-hmm.
and bring it back into the fold of whatever life and direction that God has designed for you to travel in.
That's
You
right.
have to understand that most
Mm-hmm.
people have the misconception. Well, I will wallow here. I'll stay here. I won't. I got tomorrow. They're still gonna be here. I still got tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
No, there is no
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow in your
Mm-hmm.
life.
Nope.
You
It's
have to
not. It's
understand
not
that.
guaranteed.
It's not
That's
guaranteed.
right. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. And in, like you said, in that moment, it did. It awakened something in me because literally hours before he was there and hours later he was gone. And when I tell you that it shifted the trajectory of how I live my life, to have someone there in that moment and then for them to be gone, like, I'm going to make sure that the time that I have on this earth, that it is impactful, that there is a
Mm,
legacy left here, that somebody understands that it's okay to be where you are, but it's not okay for you to stay there. You can
mm,
stand up. You can get up. You have the power within you. It is literally within us. If we believe that greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world, like, what's in you? Like, you got everything you need already in you. So you don't have to have a tragedy in your life. You can hear from this story and know you have the power to get up. Get up and get to living, because
mm,
tomorrow is not promised. Get
mm,
up, quit
mm,
waiting. I quit.
mm.
Quit waiting. Get busy. Get busy living.
Man, I'm telling you right there, there's some people right now who have been, and this, here we go. We're going back to this now, Miss Foy. There are some people right now. I'm trying to tell you right now. You see that book behind her, I Quit? Like, boom. Hey, there was that is a happy face in that I quit. That's not a I'm
Yes.
quitting today and that's it. That's a happy face. That's a face of a champion
Mhm.
because I quit literally means what, Miss Ford? Talk to them because for those who are down there in their pit and those who are down there being judged by other folks, what does that I quit mean? Talk to us about that.
I quit means that you get to choose. You cannot choose what happens to you in life, but you can darn sure choose what you do with it. Like, I couldn't choose what happened to me, but you get to choose how you respond. So if you don't like the situation that you're in right now, and I tell moms this all the time, myself included, I don't have time for this. And and honestly, I oftentimes I feel like a taxi. My kids are living their best life and I'm the taxi driver, like just taking them everywhere they need to go. And so in those moments, I'm grateful. I'm like, thank you, God, because I remember the days that I never knew if I could have kids, that after my son, I wasn't sure if I would have this to do. So it was my perspective. But at the same time, I also choose to make space for me. Like, if
Mm,
I want to have time for me, my kids understand mommy needs her time. I
yeah.
wanted to write a book. The whole family, the whole village, everybody had to undergird so that I could do that. So, what is I quit? It's telling you that you have the power, you have the choice to create whatever you desire, that you
Mm,
have a purpose on this earth. God has given everyone a purpose on this earth. And your purpose may be blessing your sphere of influence, like the kids in your household, or maybe your purpose is empowering the people on your job, or maybe your purpose is being able to show people strategies, or maybe I don't know what your purpose is, but he wouldn't have created you without a if you're still breathing, there is
mm,
something more that God wants from you. And we often think, oh, well, it has to be large, it has to be big. Listen, anybody who knows me, I've been talking for 42 years. I
mm,
have been empowering people, telling people this will be like, but that's the thing, is oftentimes what comes to us so naturally, we don't recognize that it's actually a gift. I
mm,
understand now that the very thing I used to hate, like, which is speaking and like standing out, that's a gift that God gave me. So I
amen.
quit is giving you permission to choose the life that you desire and giving you the fortitude to move forward with whatever those goals, dreams, and desires are. Because where God gives you a vision, He's gonna make the provision, but he's waiting on you to take a step. We gotta quit and we gotta take a move. We gotta take a step.
Getting unstuck, huh? That's like literally like getting unstuck. Those are getting out of the boat. So I mean, you gotta let me know when I hear I quit. They and we're gonna get in the book a little bit later and stuff like that. Some more details.
Yeah.
Which has been amazing. Was this a part of what inspired you to write the book? I heard you talked about, hey, your kids, mommy needs mommy time, and all of this. What you went through inspired you to write I Quit?
It really did. So I had it first started with a video. So I did a video on Facebook and it was called I Quit and I'm still smiling. And so immediately people were like, girl, did you quit your job? And I'm like, no, God didn't say do that. Now later I did quit my job, but at that time, like, no, that's not what we're talking about. But I quit. It started with that video and then it turned into a podcast and then the book came. And I can tell you why it's so important to have people surrounding you that are in alignment with God and ensuring that you're able to hear his voice. So I have always wanted to do a book and I first wanted to do a devotional. And so I ended up hiring a book coach because I needed accountability. And I was telling her about, the devotional and I was so excited about it. And she said, well, that's a good idea, but I really think you should write a book about I Quit. Like, just tell your stories, like talk about the things that you quit, like talk about your story, talk about your journey. And it was a culmination of all of those things, but it was actually sitting down and talking to somebody who was the second person, because originally I'm like, who wants to hear me? Who wants to listen to me before I ever started a podcast? And it was my mentor that was like, if you go see how many views you have, people are being impacted by what you say. And so I'm like, okay, God, if you want to use me, that's fine. But when it came to the book was really a culmination of all those. It was the next step that I didn't know was going to happen, but it was the next step. And there was a village of people there cheering me on, and it was quite therapeutic. It was therapeutic as well to share some of those stories and to give strategies, because we give strategies in the book as well.
So you give strategies in the book too, you say it as well?
We do. We give strategies in the book, the how-to guide, give them steps. And we do have a workbook. Y'all just hold on. But we have a workbook that's going to be coming out, a workbook / study guide to go with the book, just to give them more strategies and steps on how to quit. Quit what's hindering you and holding you back.
For those who are out there, man, you guys better be getting the book, the workbook, the class, mentorship, subscribing, everything else you can possibly can to Ms. Foy. Y'all better be like, you know what? We're going to take a hold of this, because Ms. Foy is leading the charge. Listen, let me tell you something. People don't understand how hard it is to regain momentum after you stopped. And there are so many things that are destined to try to stop you. Yeah, I said it. There are so many things that are destined to try to stop you. But the reality is that when you actually understand that, hey, I have more in life for, there's people out here waiting on me. There's a family out here waiting on me. There's friends out here waiting on me. But most of all, in everything, I'm out here to use everything I can possibly can in myself to keep going. What will I accomplish if I don't stop? What will I accomplish? I quit. Man, y'all better be buying that book when we give it on at the very end of the day. They better be getting that book. I don't even want to hear that, man. Some of those people, man, who are stuck out here, man. Yeah, I hear y'all out here. I'm getting it all. You better get it all and everything, man. Shout out to you, Sharon, out here. I'm gonna read the book. Shout out to you, my guy Brandon B Streets in the building, my guy,
Yeah.
man. Can't wait. Lisa Foy say she can't wait. Look, I got my seat at the table. Tanisha is in the building. Yeah, I got my seat at the table Foy. Look, I'm serious. You have
Yeah.
an amazing journey that you have documented in a book. Like, hey, this is my journey, but this are the steps so that somebody who may be in here, you guys can pivot and get on out of here and do something with your life. Cynthia Davis said, I just ordered mine. Shout out to you, Cynthia
Woo!
Davis.
Shout out, Cynthia. Shout out.
I'm telling y'all better be making sure and everything, man, that y'all getting this, because this is what it's about. Ready for the workbook, Natalie Bradley.
Right.
Shout out to your team is on here, man, making sure they show love.
Coming.
Man.
They on here. Yeah.
It's coming.
And that's the part,
it's coming, man.
And that's the part, is people just understanding that having the transparency, like, we have to have people who are willing to be authentic and transparent. And so there are stories in there for people to understand that the person you see before you, it took a process. And the greatest growth comes from the most uncomfortable situations. So if you're currently in an uncomfortable situation and you feel like you're not ever going to get out, let this be your sign. Let this be your example that you can do it. I think about like a seed. I had read something about a seed, and they were saying, like, you can have the perspective of two different things. You can see dirt thrown on you as this is the death of something, or someone's hating on you. Or you can understand that if dirt is being thrown on you, it's a difficult situation that you're being planted. Remember, when a seed is planted, it's planted in the ground. And so as it begins to grow, it's uncomfortable in the pot. It's uncomfortable in the ground. The roots are all tangled. Even with childbirth, as your stomach expands and your body is changing, the growth is difficult. But the greatest transformation is after all the difficulty, after all of the hurt, then you see the bloom, then you see the birth. But we have to go through the process to see the finish line in the product. I just want y'all to know, you can get to the finish line, but it's going to be a process to get there. But you can do it. The greatest growth comes from the most uncomfortable situations.
So you're saying that we should embrace for those who are out there, our uncomfortable situations. Like, hey, this is a growth, or somebody who's looking at it like, I don't really want to deal with it. We should embrace that. Is what you're saying, Ms. Foy? Talk to us a little bit about that.
I am. And so this is really a great part about mindset. Is I love the saying that I don't have any losses, I have lessons. It's only a loss if I didn't learn anything from it. So even when things happen in my life that I don't want to happen, it's teaching me something. It's teaching me not to go that direction again. It may be teaching me to streamline some things. It may be teaching me that I need to change my environment. I need to change my mindset. Or it is teaching me something about me. We often look at what everyone else is doing, but what's our relationship with ourselves? And so, yes, I'm saying embrace the difficulty, because even when I think about toxic relationships, I had to look at myself. What is there within me that is not healed? What is wounded within me? Why can I not set boundaries? And I'm allowing, because I have the power. Why am I attracting and allowing these things in my life? So these people who were toxic, they were literally a mirror for me. Okay, Rachel, you have work to do on the inside, because this, for some reason, is what you've accepted. This is what is surrounding you. And once I got whole and I got healed, everything in my life shifted, from relationships to the business. Everything shifted, but it starts with me. So yes, embrace it. You're learning something.
Mm. Well, learning this is powerful. You know, I love it. I thank you, Brandon. Yeah, like an addiction, like
Mhm. Yeah.
there are so many people, and then let's even touch on this, Miss Foy. That what
Hmm.
Brandon just said, that addiction goes and travels in many different arenas. A lot of people may think
Hmm.
it's automatically
Hmm.
drug, alcohol, or some sort of addiction like that. Sometimes,
Hmm.
man, addiction can be you're addicted to being around the wrong people or being around or
Hmm.
you binge watching or you eating habits. It's an addiction. Like there's so
Hmm.
many different addictions that thing is an array of things. So speak on that, man, for somebody
Absolutely.
who may be out there, man, struggling with addiction, Miss Ford, man.
So I can tell you for myself, what I realized is like I was an emotional eater. And when I
Mm,
say an emotional eater, if I was sad, I ate for comfort. If I was
hmm
excited, I ate because it's a good time, honey. So we gonna eat.
Yes,
So at any time, you could find me snacking. And
yeah.
with that, I had to identify why am I eating? And that was a process that I had to go through. I had gone through processes with the counselor. So these were my own strategies of why am I doing this? Like connecting. And so I understood that when I was sad, the food literally gave me a particular type of comfort. So I had to consciously tell myself, you don't need that food. There's a different way that you can find that comfort. So I may go work out, I may take a bubble
Mhm.
bath, I may go journal, but I had to be very intentional about what I wanted to change. And so understanding that you can also be there's so many different things that yes we can find ourselves addicted to, but the biggest thing, and understand, like I'm not a licensed counselor, so I make sure to put
Yeah.
that out there, but I can only tell you what my journey has been and what I've learned and what I've gone through. And so after I identified, and with the acronym I quit, we identify like what is this habit, what is this thing that's holding me back, what is this addiction, and then we begin to
Mhm.
question the cue, like why is this
Mhm.
happening, what was the antecedent, so before I started eating what was going on. And then
Mhm.
the next you is I want to understand, I need to understand how do these pieces connect. And then the next I is investigate. So now I want to investigate. I have all this information. Now I want to investigate or like make an inference. Like, why are these things happening? And then with the T is for transformation. So now I've identified what's happening. I've gone
Mhm.
through the questioning process. I pulled back the layers. I've investigated all. So now I want to see transformation. And how do I do that? I start replacing these negative habits or these bad habits, I replace it with what my desire is, what's healthier for me, what's for
Mhm.
my highest good. Because when it comes to addiction, you can't just stop because that leaves a void. And so the
Mhm.
void will be filled. The void will be filled. So you
Mhm.
have to choose, what am I going to intentionally fill this void with? And you have
Mhm.
to actually, and what helped me the most is I had already written down things that could replace. And I wrote down more than one because, honey, all the time I don't want to exercise.
Yeah.
It's hot
Yeah.
outside. I'm not running out there. So,
Yeah.
what else can I do? So, it's important that when we're not in the situation that we sit down and we identify what are these habits, what are these addictions, what are these characteristics that are holding me back, and then go through the acronym process to be able to scaffold and find out why, and then be able to replace what that void is once you identify it.
My God, that right there is worth that price of admission of Miss Foy on the show. Y'all don't even understand what y'all that just did right there. Girl, you done broke that thing all the way down, man.
I
All
went
the way
there.
down. Y'all better, they better catch it on repeat. Y'all better catch it on repeat and share it to everybody you possibly can. This broadcast right here, because I'm trying to tell you, it's going up. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Sharon says, look at this. Addiction does not discriminate. I was an emotional eater as well. And if I didn't snack, I would binge because I missed it. And that is the truth. I remember, man, my thing was Sharon could probably testify. My thing was ice cream bars, man. I would get them ice cream bars and cut loose, man, on some ice cream bars, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. You on the Lambo Drew?
Come on, show. Keep it 100.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. Let me tell you something right now. Yeah, for those who know, man, they know I sit back up in here. I keep candy stocked up like you think you had a sugar factory around here. And I got so much candy. I'm not lying to you. Fat boy, look, Sharon say Fat Boy Oreos. Yeah, I see you. I literally get my stuff stocked up. Cause like, yo, I love and everything, man. Now don't get me wrong. Yeah. I do my exercise. Like I tell my wife and everything, man, I go to the mailbox. I come back inside.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Y'all forgive me. Dude, Lambo Drew gonna keep it 100 on here. I'm gonna keep it real. I got my gym membership. It's all good. Don't worry about it. They see me like once every other month. We good. You know, but I stay working out. So for those, Lambo Drew is in a struggle with y'all if y'all are out there, man. But if y'all are out there, man, and y'all see me, I ain't gonna lie. Pull up to Denver. I got you. I treat you whatever y'all need. Let me know. Yeah. Pull up. I was just literally looking at this restaurant before. I'm not lying to you, Miss Foy. I was looking at the restaurant before we started the broadcast called Rain with a RHAIN. It's in Dubai. And I was looking at it. They had like a 24 karat gold steak, and I'm looking at it, and my wife's like, "What you looking at in here?" I gotta look at this because this one right here is pretty dope and stuff like that. There's a 24 karat gold steak and stuff like that. I'm like, these people actually eating gold out here. So yeah, it's for real, for real.
Wow.
I was on my Fat Boy, but other than that, I be working out. I be doing my thing when I can, when I can. But them chicken wings be calling me.
Yeah. And mine is like Oreos and chocolate. And so the big thing is, again, like, because I know that may be a trigger or something for me, I may keep a small amount, but I will intentionally not buy Oreo cookies because I have talked about it before to the women I coach on lives. It's nothing for me to eat a whole sleeve of cookies. That is inappropriate, Rachel. You should not eat an entire sleeve of the Oreo cookies. So to help myself, I don't bring them in. I won't bring them in, and I do better. So like you, Lambo, I keep a little stash of chocolate somewhere.
Just a little stash. You gotta have your cheat meals. Just a little stash. You look over at hubby and hubby be like, "You work out today?" You be like, "Yeah, I did," and everything. But I'm gonna still eat my little stash, man. Just to get, you gotta do it and stuff like that.
Yes, in moderation. Yes, you have to have it. Yes,
man. I'm trying.
And that's the other part, Lambo. That's the other part is just we have to allow ourselves, like, we're laughing, but it's because we're free. I'm gonna say that again. We're able to laugh and we're able to talk about this because we acknowledge it and we're free. So we can actually acknowledge, I can't bring in Oreos in this house because I do not have the strength nor the restraint to only eat a few. So I understand, in moderation, we're going to have movie night and I'm about to knock out an entire sleeve of cookies. And there is no guilt, but that's in moderation.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, you bring Lambo a soft batch of cookies, it's over with. Over with. Curtains. Y'all might well go ahead, man, and say, man, that boy, he done lost it. If they put that, I'll be seeing the people be like, yeah, I gave up this and I gave up that. I said, yeah, I gave it up too. And I lost some weight and some feel good. But man, don't tempt me with nothing like that because I will. I'm a tiger. I'm telling you that right now. I'm going hunt and I'm gonna eat. And so that's not exactly. So my guy Larry, man, he be in my ear. You know, he be trying to keep me right, man. Be like, yo, Lambo, you know, you need to cut off on this and cut off on that. So shout out to Larry, man, and the crew who be out here, man.
Shout out to
Thank you, Leslie. Leslie say I love y'all's honesty. You know we gonna keep it 100 out here, man. For real, for real. Brandon say slowly but surely replace what was healthy until you stop the addiction. That information was great about writing that down. Can I do this and fill this void? So exercise or to have sex? You on the leverage show.
Whatever floats your boat, Brandon. Whatever.
I read it and I had to just process it real quick. You know, that was shout out to my guy B Streets for keeping it real on the leverage show. Only on my guy gonna keep it real. They know, man. You come to the leverage show, you getting ready to hear it out here. You getting ready to hear it. You gonna talk about some things, man. So So now listen. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. All right. If y'all do exercise, just for the fellas out there who may need a little extra couple of more minutes than what you've been doing, then you know some of y'all in the bag of popcorn stage. But listen, for those out there, exercise will help with that. It'll help satisfy some great things. So but replace it with the right things, whatever addiction it is. You understand? Yeah. Like I said, make sure y'all replace it right, man. We here to have fun, but we gonna keep it real and everything, man. But I mean, again, if that's what you got to do, man, then that's what you got to do. Shout out to you. Randall Foy say, speaking of fire, it do be hot outside. For real, for real.
For real.
Big Ran. You already know.
That's my husband.
That's the shout out to you, Big Man in the building, man. He already know what talking about, man. Shout out to the big homie in the building. Thank you for coming to support wifey, man. That's what I'm saying. This is a tag team, man, out here. I love when my couples come to say, boy, they be showing love. That's all he do is go to the Okay. All right. You want to be snitching and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. It's all good. Don't worry. He was looking at a steak. You gonna come out here? I can't even look.
Listen, it's at least you taking steps. You know, maybe you'll start. I don't know. Maybe going to the mailbox more trips. You know, but for now, you are getting your steps in. We gotta acknowledge where you are.
I be trying to tell her that when I walk around from downstairs to the kitchen. Now, Big Rand, I know he can go ahead, man. He can represent on here, man. He got my back. Big Rand can acknowledge this. When I go down my steps and I literally walk to that kitchen, literally that's a lot of calories being burned right there. I mean, I need to get the A for effort for that. Because then Lambo got to turn back around and walk back up there. So that little sleeve of cookies that I didn't got when I was downstairs in the kitchen, I didn't walk back upstairs. I didn't burn them calories off, or at least about half of them calories. So y'all better stop playing out here with this, man. It's hard in these trenches. I don't know who they talking about.
Listen, you get an A for effort. That's right. You have made trips up and down those steps. Yes, sir. You're going to get that A for effort. We're going to
when I get to the top, I'll be out of breath like I'm in the gym. So what's the difference? If I'm in the gym on the treadmill, if I'm walking up and down, I do that probably about 20 times a day. Some of y'all ain't doing them steps. Y'all ain't on them steps in the gym. Y'all ain't on that step machine. I'm on that step machine every day up and down these steps. So they better stop playing, man. He's so fat. You already know. We already too much fun. Hey, this is Drew being real. This is Drew being real, man. I ain't gonna lie. LOL, they say them ladies, you can't eat just one. Listen now, with the Oreos, you just can't eat just one. See, I knew Ronnie gonna keep it real. Hey, how the world you make a potato chip? Let me ask you something. They come out here with the commercials. Now we on the I quit.
Yeah.
We really because you trying to quit. But I'm gonna keep it 100. You come out here with these nice potato chips, and then you eat one potato chip. You be like, yeah, I'm just gonna do like 3 or 4. Listen, don't try to steal me. You know what would be getting me, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. When I see somebody like my size and they go order and everything, man, yeah, I just want a little hors d'oeuvre or a snack. Man, you know you still hungry, man. Sit back up in here. You might as well indulge you a salad. I'd rather have a bowl of salad than for you to come bring me one finger sandwich and everything, man, and call it a day. Yeah, I'm keeping it 100 out here. Ronnie, out you. We on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now
listen, to thine own, yes. To thine own self be true. Now, you know when you leave that restaurant, you're going to be hungry. So just drink you some water before you get ready to eat, and then go ahead and order your regular meal. You'll eat half of it, take the other part in the container, and take it home. So that way you don't feel like you've overeaten. But don't play yourself with the little small, because then when you get home, you're going to eat up all the snacks and stuff because you didn't know. Don't do that. That's not what I quit is about. We're going to be authentic and real. You need to go ahead and eat. Just do it.
Thank you. But you just got to eat it in portions and moderation and eat the right stuff and you get your work out of it. Now we talking. Right. Man, I had people come to the show, and it's cool. I understand, but they looking like they $1.10. You understand? I like, bro. I'm not about to go see $1.10. So don't even go there. And shout out to y'all if y'all $1.10 out there. Lambo ain't getting ready to see $1.10. I'd be lucky. I'd be blessed if I get down, man. And I see like 200. That's a nice weight for me. I get my Denzel Washington on at 200. You understand? My wife may turn around and look at me just a little bit. You understand? You know how it is. When you look at Randall, you be like, boy, you know you weighing that, Randall. You know you weighing that. You understand? That's all I want. Yeah. That's all I want. Yeah. You understand?
That's it. But that's the same thing in life, Lambo. Like, if we really think about it with I quit, like, most people can resonate and they can connect it to food. But now I want you to take that same mindset and think about it in life. You can't do everything overnight. You have to take one small step, take one chunk, and do one thing. You may give yourself a list. Like, I also teach a strategy of dump. So if you have a lot of things in your mind, you go ahead and write all these things out to dump it out of your mind. And then you literally take that paper and throw it away, because that's releasing everything out of your mind that has your mind and your thoughts cluttered. And then the next day, you can begin to clearly write down and prioritize. So understand, the same way we're talking about like cookies and we're talking about the 24 karat gold steak, understand that whatever you're doing in life, it's a process. Acknowledge and honor where you are right now. Acknowledge and honor the efforts that you're making and take the next best step. Just take the next best step.
Shout out to that. Shout out to my guy Randall say, good job, mommy, in the building. My guy Kadar Haney say, I bought 5 copies of the book.
Thank you, Kennard. Listen.
In the building. On the Leverage Show, y'all showing out, man. Y'all showing love. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Larry says baby steps. He know what time it is, man. For real, for real. And Larry saying that big house. Yes, we cool. We cool. There's a lot of steps down there. Charlotte says, I'm enjoying this educational, inspirational, and comical all in one platform. That's what we're here to do. To help you guys and have fun. And Miss Foy, it's easy to do it with Miss Foy across there, man. Shout out, Big Randall saying, big lesson.
A for effort. That's right. My husband is a coach, so he say A for effort. He all about effort. Thank you, family. God. That's a lot of my family and friends, my girlfriend. So I appreciate y'all showing up for the Lambo Drew show.
Well, this has became the Lambo Drew and Miss Foy. So Miss B-Foy is in the building. She's doing what I think. I love it. I love it. I love it. But Sharon says she's still hungry. You know what? We're not even going there with you, Ronnie. We gonna pray for you. We're gonna get you on a fast, girl. That's what the old folks used to say. Put you on the fast. Yeah, you're starving with that water, and you be about to go ahead, man, and hunt a deer down in the wild out there. But it's good. Mercedes says, love your inspiration one step at a time. It is a lot of effort to know yourself and grow yourself, but it's worth it for your happiness. That is so true, Mercedes. So
Thank
true.
you for being here, Mercedes. Mwah.
Mercedes showing up. Miss Foy, what are your prices, as Miss Sharon says?
Well, if you would like to email me, my email address is rachel@rachelbfoy.com, and that's RACHEL. So rachel@rachelbfoy.com, and we'll do a questionnaire, see exactly what you're looking for. If you're looking for coaching, or we'll just have a discussion, just discovery call, see exactly what you're looking for, and see what we can work out, because we're here to empower, equip, and inspire to action. Got to take action. Got to take action. But thank you, Sharon.
Ronnie in the building, man. She gonna come with that. Listen, Ronnie, you can't pay it with no cookies either. You got to pay with money. So don't be in the corner with no cookies, all right? So pay with some money. You understand?
Yeah.
All right. So
that's right, Lambo. Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure. Love you, Seal. Look at that. Somebody showing you love. Love you. Love. They showing you love.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. We got you, fam, Miss Charlotte says. Thank you, Miss Charlotte. Kimberly Brooks and everything, man, with the hard eyes, showing you love. Toya, see, she know we got her back. Love your cousin. Oh, man. They showing you love in the building. And Sharon say that email again. My kids were talking.
Okay. It's Rachel@rachelbfoy.com. So Rachel, RACHEL @rachelbfoy.com.
Okay, Rachel@rachelbfoy.com. So if I put this up correctly, let me know if I put this up correctly. Did it? Here we go. Did I put it up correctly? Is that it?
Yes, sir. That's it.
That's it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's it.
This is the email that you want to go ahead and go on and check that out. Or is that the website?
So that's my email address, but my website is www.rachelbfoy.com.
Okay. All right, www.rachelbfoy.com.
Yes.
And then Brandon says, man, okay. That's good. Randall says he's gonna get his book and stuff like that. Shout out to you. I'm gonna get your book. I quit. Thank you, B. My guy, man. Fella showing love, man, on here. I love that, man. And Sharon says, LOL, I got it. Money for sure. LOL, Drew Down. I'll send you some cookies. Send me some cookies on the slick, man. We got that and everything. Thank you, Ryan. And my wife is Rachel@rachelbfoy.com. Actually, yeah, this is it. So you guys definitely want to go on ahead, man, and tap in, man, and following everything, man. My host, man. I'm telling you, man. Listen, if there's anything that you can do, and I literally have to go ahead and say this, man, y'all better make sure that book flies off the shelf and y'all tap in. Make sure you guys, man, tap into whatever that she does, man, and every movement that she's doing. She's doing great things, man. And thank you for your honesty, man. Listen, is there anything, man, that you want to tell the audience? Something about you, something about where you're going, your future projects, and everything else that you have available. Because Rachel B, man, you have definitely came on this leverage show and did your thing, girl.
Well, thank you, Lambo. Listen, you make it easy. You're an amazing host. So kudos to you for the platform that you have created and just for allowing us to come on your show and be a part of your family. Like, kudos to you and thank you for everything that you guys are doing to positively impact the world as well. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you. Um, So for me, if you go to my website, what we have, we typically list whatever events we have coming up. So in November, we are going to have an empowerment event, and this will be an empowerment brunch, and it's going to actually be for young girls. So I work both with young girls as well as adult women. And so right now we are having empowerment events for the young girls. And when I say young, we're talking about fourth grade to seniors in high school. And so we typically have
Okay.
more than one session, depending on the registration. They may all be together, but those have gone very well. So that's happening in November. We are still solidifying the date. So all the information will be on the website once everything
Okay.
is ready and open for registration. Next year in 2023, we are going to have the first I Quit experience. It's going to be a retreat. And it's going to be
Okay.
a 2 to 3 day retreat. And that one's actually going to be for women. It's going to be for moms who are ready to re energize, rejuvenate, and they're ready to quit those things that are holding them back. So we are in the planning stages and solidifying things for that. But the best thing for you to do to know about everything we have coming up is to make sure you get on our mailing list. So if you
Mhm.
go to the website to www.rachelbfoy.com, it'll say contact us. And once you put your information in, you'll receive a welcome email, and that then puts you on our email list. And that's where everyone gets the first notice is there on the email list. And so if you want to see more inspiration, empowerment, and motivation across all social media, it's at Rachel B. Foy. So Instagram is at Rachel B. Foy. LinkedIn is Rachel B. Foy. And you, not YouTube, but Facebook is Rachel B. Foy, the life strategist. So
Mhm.
think find me there. But we got a lot of good stuff, a lot of good stuff. And keep your eyes and ears open for the workbook. My girlfriend Natalie, my friend from down the hall, she was like, "We waiting
Yeah.
on the workbook. The workbook is coming." So we'll have notifications about the workbook as well. So a lot of good stuff in play. Oh, and I'm also open for speaking. So we have 4 spots left for this fall. Um, if you like to book us to come, book me to come speak. We have 4 remaining spots for this fall as well. So yeah, a lot of good stuff.
Y'all better tap in and make sure y'all book Miss Rachel before, man, for any event. I definitely gonna have you. Lambo Drew got an event. You know you already on the panel, Rachel. Say less. I'm
Yes,
not even
sir.
lying.
I'm here.
Between look, but Randall, boy, Big Rand gotta come too. If Randall ain't there, man, then they know
Okay,
what time it
okay.
is. So he got family. I want y'all to come, man. If y'all there, if I'm doing an event, y'all make sure y'all tap in, man.
Yeah,
So thank you, man.
for sure.
Miss Foy has been amazing. I really want to thank you for what you did for the Leverage Show. Thank you for giving your wonderful testimony, your journey, but also, man, a contact of somebody can be able to be able to point a reference and be able to have an accountability partner like you. You've been amazing. Your journey has been amazing, and I see nothing but greater things happening for you in the future, Miss Foy. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep empowering your people, and thank you for you really going ahead and rocking, man, on here for real with us. And Ray, my
Thank
man, baby,
you.
say thank you for joining us tonight, showing some love, man. My wifey, man, definitely in the building. My boy B Street
Yes,
said, also my boy Lambo for helping people out with life hacks on the credit tips, man.
yes.
Anything I can do to help you guys out, man. Financial leverage strategy, that's what
Awesome.
we do best. But I think, man, like again, you got to have one without the other. And Miss Foy came on here
That's right.
with the main piece so that you can make decisions and learning how to make decisions and pivot yourself when tough times do come. For real, for real. Thank you for that.
That's right.
Both of y'all are
Yeah.
inspirational. Thank you,
Thank you.
B. Thank you. It's Miss
Thank
Foy. I'm just
you.
Drew. I'm Lambo Drew, man. It's Miss Foy is the inspirational one. Thank you for her journey and her accepting this invitation and coming on here. For real, for real.
Yeah.
My boy Big Rand said I'm in there. Shout out to you, Big Rand. He's in the
But
building, man.
listen, yes, Randy will be in the building, but I know your wife's gonna be in the building too. So I
Oh, man,
want to
come
see
on,
your
man.
wife too. I'll bring mine. Come on, I'll bring mine. You have yours. It's a date. It's a match.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
hey, she already know. Like, listen, I can't go nowhere without her. Matter of fact, I can't even. I told her I can't walk downstairs. She right there. Who's in the kitchen? You know, that's my wife. So she gonna be there with me, man.
That's a good woman. That's
Regardless
a good woman.
of the fact,
That's
man.
a good
So
woman.
she knows.
Yes.
She's in a for real, for real. Let me see. What my guy Larry say? What he say? Thank I think there we go. We back. I don't I don't know what's going on. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you, Larry Theory, for really showing love, man. Ella Toya MC say thank you. Y'all are all appreciated. I'm telling y'all
Thank you,
what.
cousin.
That is beautiful. PC Smith laughing. I know you laughing at you and your sis. Y'all be cohesive. Shout out to my other sis, PC Smith, in the building. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Awesome.
Leslie Hawkins Pierce, absolutely be blessed, Miss Ford. We're looking forward to hearing more about your success. Shout out to you, Leslie, man.
Thank you,
Leslie,
Leslie.
you guys will be
Thank
on the
you.
program. She'll be on the program next week. So
Okay.
yeah, so next week, man. Yeah, it's official. Miss Leslie will be on here talking, man, on how to leverage and everything,
Right.
man. Some great things as far as insurance policies, some ways to maneuver in and out and how to protect wealth. So shout out to Miss Pierce for popping on here, man, and showing love, man, on this boys broadcast.
Gotta
Thank
catch
you,
that.
thank you. My wife gave you
Gotta catch
yes
that.
with the clapping hands. It's official. My
Yes,
boy
Miss Rhonda.
My guy B Street say Renata Williams Johnson don't play. Oh my God, she gonna knock something out. Yes, she will. My wife and everything, man. Those who don't know, man, she will put a 1-2 punch on you, man.
Renata.
So shout out to her. She laughing and everything. She knows the facts. She knows it's truth that we talking on here and stuff like that with this, man. But I'm telling y'all what, man. Thank y'all. Please, please, please. Y'all go make sure y'all support Miss Rachel B-Foy. Support the movement. Support everything that she stands for. It has been none short of amazing. And thank you for your time of you coming to hear the show and sharing your journey. Thank you, Miss Ford.
Well, absolutely.
Anything else
It was
you
an
want to
honor
say?
and a pleasure. No, just to say thank you. It was an honor. It was a pleasure. It was really fun tonight. And your audience is so engaging. They were so funny, so welcoming, so loving. And thank you to all my people who showed up and both of us just sharing impactful, empowering, journey. So kudos to your platform again. And you guys just make sure that you remember the power is within you. You have the choice. You can create whatever life you would like, but it starts with what you believe, and the choice is yours.
Hey, man. Love it.
Did it stop? You can still see me? Okay. Y'all go back.